Alright, so today is a very special day because I don't know if you guys can see, but that says negative 34 degrees Celsius. As you guys can see, this entire week is pretty brutal, but today feels like negative 44. So I can assure you that one of the last things I want to do right now is go to the gym. But I'm still gonna go. You know why? Because I'm not a little bitch. And some of y'all are little bitches. I'm just kidding, I can't say that. Maybe I can. I can't. Y'all are little bitches. So today I'm gonna be sharing with you guys some tips that has worked for myself, but also for my clients when they just don't feel like going to the gym. Now, I'm not usually one to take pre-workout. However, sometimes when I'm feeling like a bag of ass, I need that, like, you know, bugs crawling under my skin feeling to just get me going a little bit. Honestly, guys, on a day like this, I am so grateful for underground parking. Let's go! Next thing you gotta do is you just gotta get hyped up, whether that's listening to music, doing some drug. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I'm Another thing I would recommend, especially if you're unmotivated, is going to a group fitness class, because I feel like there's nothing worse than going to the gym, kind of not knowing what to do and just kind of wandering around aimlessly. I don't think it's a good time for anybody. So go to a group fitness class, whether that be a CrossFit class or a bar class or a trampoline class. Man, I've tried so many different types of group activities, even on this channel, a freaking pole dancing class, there are surfboard classes. So find a class that works for you, because not only if you sign up for a class, you have to go because you paid, but they literally tell you what to do. Look at this, they got the warm-up laid out, the activation, and the actual workout. Oh my god, it is so freaking cold and I can't see shit. You know what? I'm not gonna complain about the cold. Every year it's cold. Nothing is new. It is always cold. I live in a cold city. Alright, so now I'm just gonna make a little post-workout breakfast sandwich using some tofu and some eggs. Now, I feel like tofu just gets a real shitty rep because people don't know how to cook it and they just eat it plain and they're just like nibbling on a raw piece of tofu. I'm like, are you dumb? Don't do that. Now, depending on how you like your tofu, pick the firmness that you like. But because I'm gonna be frying it, I'm gonna be using a firm tofu, and I'm just gonna cut that shit up, you know, reasonably thin so it kind of fries up really nice. Save this bad boy. I'm just gonna plop her down like so. And then probably the most important part, you gotta either put some sauce on it or season it. So we're gonna do both today. I'm gonna hit it with the paprika, as well as the onion powder, as well as the garlic powder. Just like so. And for the sauce, I'm gonna mix a little bit of soy sauce as well as some honey to give it a little bit of sweetness. Just pour it in there. Woo! Now we're cooking. So yeah, guys, cooking with tofu is honestly not that hard. Just season it, put some sauce on it. You gotta make it, you know, taste good, because tofu just sucks up whatever flavor you put on it. So, you know, don't blame tofu for being shitty because you're making it shitty, alright? All right, so now I want to talk about motivation, because when most people start going to the gym, they do it because they feel motivated, whether it's because it's a new year, new me. We all know that's a lot of horse shit, but they either feel motivated by an external or an internal source, whether that be wanting to lose weight for a wedding or wanting to live long for their grandchildren. So whatever their reason is, they feel motivated in that current, time, and they sign up for personal training, they sign up for a gym membership, and they go. However, the issue with motivation is that it is so heavily influenced by your emotional and your mental state that it is not a reliable source for long-term adherence to something. It really doesn't matter who you are. Even the highest level of Olympic athletes lose motivation from time to time. But the main reason why these high-level athletes still go to the gym, still put in the work, still do their recovery sessions time after time isn't because they have this deep burning fire of motivation every single day. It's because they are disciplined and they know that that's what they have to do to get where they want to be. Now, to use a different example, if you guys saw my vlog that I uploaded on the last day of 2019, it was December 31st. It was the vlog where I was in Jasper National Park and I was talking about some of the habits that I wanted to leave behind in 2019. That video was one of the hardest videos to film due to motivation, because just everything that day, I just did not want to film. I was with my friends, some people went skiing, and I filmed a little bit in the morning, and then I had an issue with the mic, the audio wasn't turned on, so I had to re-film everything that I've said previously in a different location. After I've shot everything, I felt like I was being very repetitive. I thought I wasn't adding enough value, and it was just one of those videos. If you guys ever tried filming yourself, or if you guys upload content onto YouTube, you just have those moments. It's just, you just don't feel like recording. You just don't feel like talking to the camera. You don't feel like setting things up. You don't feel like planning. You don't feel like writing. You just don't feel like recording. However, I did it because I knew that's what I had to do. That's just as simple as that. I said I was gonna do something, so I just did it. It didn't matter about motivation. It didn't matter about why I started YouTube and why blah, blah, blah. It didn't go through a deep, psychological, why did I start this? What is my message? That's not the reason I did it. I did it because I had to do it. And I think that is the distinction between motivation and discipline. Motivation, you're affected by how you're feeling. It was so easy for me. Honestly, as I was editing that video, my friends started pre-drinking because it was New Year's Eve. They were getting ready to go out, and I was still editing. And there was about 3 times where I walked away from the computer to not do it. So clearly I was feeling very, very unmotivated, very frustrated. And if I was just relying on motivation, I would have stopped. There's no way I would have done that video. However, because I am disciplined and I have been doing this for years and years, and it's just something that I have to do, I did it, got it done, and that was that. Now, personally, I think the best way to work on your discipline is to do something daily. Now, I am not saying that you have to go to the gym and lift every single day to build your discipline. However, there are things you can do every single day to improve your chances of sticking to a more healthier lifestyle, whether that is your hydration, whether that means cooking at home, whether that means going to the gym, whether that means going to do a home workout or stretching, working on your mobility, whatever it may be. There are things that you can set up, do every single day to work on that discipline. Right, guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. Just keep in mind that although you may not be able to work on how motivated you feel at this current state of time, you can always work on your self-discipline. Once again, I am not saying I'm better than you. I'm just saying I might be a little bit more disciplined. If you want to prove me wrong, prove me wrong. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and I will talk to you guys next time. Thanks, guys.